work on my greenery here since that's dry. So I'm going to take my sap green and I'm going to skip around, and I'm just going to draw some shapes in here too. If I think that's too dark, I could just add water to my brush and move it around. I don't want to get too detailed in here, but I do want to go a little bit darker. There's some grasses jumping out like this, so I'll just make those nice sideways strokes for the grasses. And I could let that dry a bit, and I could even come and add more when that's dry. I could take a darker green and add some leaves and give that a little definition too. Okay, next I'm going to come down and I'm going to define some of these rocks and get a little bit more detailed here. Add some more color. Using a nice brown color, I'm going to come in and add more rock shapes. Skipping around and making sure I'm leaving white for the sun. Just jumping around, going in the water on the top here, same color, just bouncing around. Little by little, you can start seeing some shapes appearing. Just jumping around here.
I don't know how to get out. Just go straight up, Mama. Just go straight up and wait for us on the top.
And on the bottom here is where the water's coming down. This is all water under here. Just skip around, go right on top of my water.
You're gonna get tired again. Stop.
I'm going to wait for that to dry. Okay, right now I'm just going to come in with a really light blue, a cerulean blue, and I'm just going to reference where my water is coming down. This is just so I know, so I don't paint over it. And I'm skipping around to let the white of the paper show through. There's some falls to the left, and there's a little bit of water coming to the right here. This one's a little bit bigger, and it's dropping down. I'm just going to follow the way the water's falling with my brush. And skip around. just really lightly so I know where the water's coming down. Because after this I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to darken these stones up. Maybe I'll go ahead and reference where it's crashing down. I'm exaggerating here because the water's really not crashing down, but we could do whatever we want when we sketch. Okay, I'm going to come in with a nice dark color, some Payne's gray and cobalt blue, maybe a touch of alizarin. And I'm going to really darken where this is. This is really dark in here. Hope I'm not shaking this too much, but it's really dark in here. There's a lot of shadow. Darken that up, bring that out. And on the other side, there's a lot of shadow on here too. And I'm going to come in here and paint that. I could hear some wasps flying around.
So you and I can color with water and
take some dark color here with a rigger brush and go around. Grab some alizarin, get some different colors in here. It's fun to play up some colors. And I will let that dry a little bit. Shadow here.
okay, Daddy.
This represents the side of the stones. Then I could come in later with a micron pen and touch this up and really make it look like some nice rocks jutting out there. I'm going to take that same dark color and that Payne's gray and just come in and go in between there. Paint here and there, go around that. Just some shapes. And I'll let that dry for a minute.